think Mike Ternasky studied human nature. He'd always have like different strategies for each of his team guys. Maybe like Danny Way, he would throw cash down. Some people, he'd get a bag of mushrooms, and they would do mushrooms on a drive from Montana to Las Vegas, you know? And then in Las Vegas, he'd pick up another rider, and they would go and throw basketball hoops at Circus, you know? And that's what they would do. Mostly, he'd just get to know you and be your friend and say like, hey, let's take it to the next level. Like, what can we do? How can we do a sick video part with you, you know? Back in '91, it was a clean $600 a month. The World Industries video, Rubbish Heap, had been out for like 3 or 4 months. There was an 8th Street video that had just come out too, like right around the same time. I was with Sal Barbier at the 8th Street house, and people kept prank calling the house. We couldn't figure it out. We hear these guys laughing, and then we hear someone say like, jacket, jacket, going off on the 8th Street video like, yeah, like, and we hear somebody that's like, oh, it's Jeremy Klein, and it's Ron Chapman. And Sal just called him out. He's like, Ron, is that you? And Ron's like, yeah. They thought it was funny how stoked the 8th Street riders would be after they landed a trick, you know? Those guys gave everybody shit. I was the dude that got to go with Rocco to stay in like the $1,000 a night hotel on top of Nob Hill. That was really awkward. I know, riding in a Porsche, going out to dine in like a fancy restaurant with like fancy women, being like the youngest guy there, I was pretty socially awkward at the time, you know? Trying to wine and dine like the girlfriend of the girl that's going out with the big dude. No comment. No comment on that. Let me think about that for a sec. Kenny Anderson, Joey Brzezinski, Steve Nesser's rad, Vince Alvarez is real fun to watch. Telegraph skateboards. For the love of skateboard filmmaking, painting, shaping boards, and skateboarding. All that fun stuff rolled into like a little skateboard company. I had been hurt for like a year straight. I felt like I wasn't productive, like I couldn't skate, I couldn't get to that level, and at the same time I was getting interested in painting and photography, going through shit about like who the fuck am I and what is this, like what does it mean to be alive? I had this crisis, and it was just like, it's going to be really nice to just quit skating and just go do something else right now. I remember my world came apart when I stopped skating. The way I had been relating to people was through like the identity of a pro skater, you know? And I remember I didn't really know how to relate to people on what I thought was like a normal level. It was always through being this kid who was like good on a skateboard, you know? I wanted to get past that. It was happenstance, actually. I was living in Northern California, and I visited some friends in Los Angeles, and somehow we did a little skate session like in LA, and it was just really fun. The same night we skated, a few of us had this vision of making a skateboard video. There would be like a tour through the city, you know? For me, coming back down was like a creative project, you know? Yeah, I love skating, man. It's in my blood, and it's who I grew up to be, you know, whether I was okay with that or not.
Hosoi to me was like a rock star. I looked at him like he was, you know, as big as any mainstream.